So with the new iPhone 12 release and 5G rolling out now all over the country, I figured it was time to test the actual speeds of 5G data connection. Hey there, Sergio here with another video, and in this channel I do a lot of tech reviews and tutorials, so if you're interested in videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified so you don't miss out on my future videos. So the new iPhone 12s were just released and they came with a new sensor on the side of the phone, and the sensor is actually a 5G antenna window to receive better signal. But just how good is the actual 5G coverage and how fast is it in the real world? And there's something more that I'm even more curious about, and that is how fast can you hit that like button? So in this video, I compared the 5G data speeds from T-Mobile on the iPhone 12 to the 4G LTE speeds on T-Mobile on the iPhone 11 Pro. And I tested it all in different locations to get more accurate real-world results. I ran speed tests at home, at my office, at a local car dealership, and right next to a 5G antenna. And the results were a bit disappointing. So let me start off by saying that I was amazed that the 4G LTE speeds were even a little bit faster in most areas, unless there was a 5G tower right next to me. Initially, I thought that 5G speeds were gonna be faster than 4G LTE speeds overall and everywhere, but from my data speed test results, that was not the case. You see, there are two frequency bands for 5G connection. One is 5G millimeter wave technology, which is the ultra fast 5G that everyone is talking about and advertising. And the millimeter wave 5G ranges from 24 gigahertz to 100 gigahertz on the wave spectrum. And then there's the other 5G, which is the most common one and the one most of us will be experiencing for the meanwhile. And that is the sub 6 gigahertz 5G. And this is the slower connection of the two because the wave frequency travel at lower speeds. Aside from the speed being a major difference between these two 5G frequency bands, the other difference is that the ultra-fast millimeter wave 5G can only travel short distances and is also easily obstructed by elements such as doors, trees, walls, windows. And that's why many 5G towers have to be built, because since they travel such a short distance and can be easily obstructed, a lot of towers need to be placed close to each other for the signal to be processed properly through all of the devices in that area. And that's why in crowded cities where there's more buildings and more people, more 5G towers are being built. On the other hand, the slower 6 gigahertz 5G frequency can travel farther distances and can travel easier through all of these elements, similar to 4G LTE. Alright, so to break it all down, unless you live or work right next to a 5G tower, you're most likely going to receive 4G LTE speeds, even though your new iPhone might show 5G connectivity at the top, or at least until more 5G towers are built and more people will begin to receive those fast millimeter wave 5G speeds. All right, everyone, so that is it for this video. Go ahead and give it a like if you enjoyed it. I know this can be a sensitive topic, but I would love to hear your comments. Let me know down below what you think about the new 5G technology that is taking over. And that's it for this one. I'll catch you in the next video. And as always, peace.